So I'm in the suburb of Cherrybrook. I'm still sort of northern part of Sydney, just back from Hornsby. This is kind of the result of one of my nighttime map searches, where I'm just sitting there staring at Google Maps and see if there's anything interesting around that might warrant a bit of exploration. So this area's got a whole bunch of little trails around it. So it's a bitumen path. That wasn't what I was expecting, but anyway. Just slow, I don't want to get wet. The water may be affected by sewage overflow. Nice. Oh, it smells like it too, bloody hell. So yesterday was a bit of a funny day. It started off with quite a bit of rain. I ended up sitting around St Ives showground for a while there, just waiting out the rain. Kind of tossing up where to go. Didn't really want to hang around the Belrose area again because I've been there so much, so I headed over sort of Hornsby way. Went for a wander around the shopping centre for a while, trying to find myself a reasonably priced rain jacket, but $70 is not reasonably priced. So we're going along at a very gentle pace because of all the water on the trail. It's very muddy and boggy. It's really mushy. It's so wet. You can see the houses up there. Trail's just sort of skirting around behind the houses here at the moment. So just check the map for the mountain biking trail forks, and it indicated that there are some little mountain bike trails here. Who would have thought? Honestly, it's not why I came here. I thought it was walking tracks. It's only by chance I actually decided to bring the bike out rather than walking. Hey, this is tricky. I'm going to slip off here. Done a big loop around now, so the first trail I went down is a little bit further up there. Should be another one just before it. I'm going to duck down now. So I paddled all the way up this trail, and something I did want to look at, I saw on the map something called Natural Arch, and it was way back on those rock slabs that I was sitting on top of. So I reckon this alleged natural arch is down here. I'm not going to fit through here. Oh. My handlebars won't fit. My pedals might not fit. So there is a rather overgrown path down here. I've left my bike back there, which hopefully doesn't get stolen. Anyway, not too many people around, so it should be okay. Well, I don't know what they're calling the natural arch. I walked down there quite a way. According to Google Maps, I was way past where it should be. I don't know. Look, they're interesting rock formations, but I'm not seeing an arch. Maybe down here. They are very interesting rock formations. Shaky camera, I'm practically falling over. Wow, maybe this is the natural arch. Oh, that is peculiar. That is actually really cool. Look how there's two big boulders sort of wedged in under there. That's really unusual. I've never seen that before. Oh, wow, okay. Here we go. Oh, no way. There you go. I found the natural arch. Oh, bloody hell. That's amazing. That's a hard one to capture on the GoPro. It's, without seeing it, it's very difficult. Little holes in the rock here that like worms have been eating into it. Very weird. There we go. This is the top of it here. A little bit careful with my shoes. My bike shoes, a bit slippery. There you go. That's very cool. These rocks are actually quite incredible. More rock slabs. The wind is coming up now. One more little bit of track, then I will head back to the van, just along the road. Stick in my wheel. What is it with sticks falling into my stuff? Alright, there we go. There we go, back out onto a road. I don't have to stop for the roundabout. Just dropped into Woolworths again. I was in there yesterday, picked up a bunch of stuff, and then this morning realised, well, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I hadn't got, so back again. This Cherrybrook area, where I am right now, there is a shopping centre. There's a Woolworths and a few little shops in there. There's a couple of football fields, community centre. And I'm actually in the community centre car park now. Probably would have been a good spot to sleep just quietly, don't tell anyone. No, either way, you know, like where I stopped last night was actually pretty good as well. So there just was a bit of passing traffic, you know. About 2 o'clock in the morning, somebody must have been having a party or something. And there was about half a dozen cars that came past at 2 a.m. So yeah, that woke me up. Just finishing off my last batch of Penang curry that I cooked a few days ago. Just having a look at the map and trying to work out where I'm going to go next. Where we are here, we're sort of on the edge of a national park, so the national park sort of cuts in and out of the residential areas, and the houses are all sort of across the top of the ridge lines. So it's actually quite interesting. Lookout that I looked at yesterday had a beautiful view over the valley of Berowra Creek, and you could just hear the water roaring through the bottom of the valley there, and it was big rocky cliffs down the sides and everything. So that was quite nice, and I would like to go for a walk down into that. I did find a walk that looks like it does go all the way down to the bridge at Galston Gorge, and that leaves from the back of Hornsby. Now, that's a bit of a drive from here. I've got to go around. It's probably about a 20-odd minute drive. But just looking at this particular area, there is a little spot just a couple of minutes across that looks like it has a nice little creaky type inlet thingy. And there's sort of a suspension bridge that goes across and everything. So I think we'll go have a look at that this afternoon. Let's go and see if we can find some awesomeness. So in theory, there should be something down the end of this track here. Looks like a sign there that may be telling us where to go. Alright, let's go. A little bit of a random construction putting that bridge back there. It's like it's not much of a path. It just kind of runs across a valley between two streets, and the two streets run on the ridge lines either side. But yeah, it doesn't really go anywhere. It's a little bit odd, but hey, it's nice. Look at this tree here. This is awesome. It's grown around the rock there. It's amazing. Broken off, unfortunately, but still a lot of it left. Okay, I didn't go all the way up to the next road, but it forks off into a creek crossing, so it's kind of a loop. This bit's a bit more, not quite a nice track, but this log's just got a beautiful mix of lichen and moss on it. It's amazing. So this crossing's seen better days. Yeah, just like that, we're pretty much back where we started from. There's a fire trail that runs down there, so I'm going to just walk down there a bit and see if there's anything to be seen. A little rock cliff up there, you can see running across the top, bit of armco. There's obviously a road right up there. This looks like a little bit of a trodden path down here. Certainly getting a lot more dense down, oops, in the bottom of the valley down towards the creek there now. Another tree that's grown around a rock. Yeah, it's certainly getting much more lush down here. It's quite beautiful. Probably helps that fewer people would have come down here as well. All the moss down here. That slab over there is just incredible. Kind of getting in deeper and deeper. Big rock over here. Reach the join of the two creeks. Looks like the next little creek running in. It's only a tiny one. I'm thinking of heading out here. This little tiny side creek here that's just come in. This does run up to the residential area, not near where I parked, but within a reasonable walking distance anyway. It doesn't look like there's any sort of path though, so it might be kind of trailblazing. Little creeks down there, barely any water coming along it, but I think I need to go this way. I think we're going up this way by the looks of it. There we go. Back on the sewer trail. I've got no idea what I mean by that, but if you look here, and if only you could smell what I can smell. Oh. There we go. Mandatory leach check. I think I'm okay. I was checking quite a lot along the way. So it's 3.3 k's, not a long walk, but obviously a little bit of a challenge going down to the valley there and coming back out again. I'm just going to head up to the back up to that community centre car park up that I was sitting in earlier, and I'll loiter there and contemplate my next move. Now 4 degrees outside, got the heater blasting away trying to warm things up in here. Bit of a cold night. Nice and quiet here though, no cars coming down here at all. I was woken up at about 12:30 by a series of short explosions, possibly gunshots from a large caliber rifle, or I don't know what else it could have been. Shortly followed by police sirens. Interesting one. It was pretty close by, whatever it was. I'd say probably either around this park or around the shopping centre close by. But I need to get some diesel, and I was having a bit of a look on my Petrol Spy app, checking out what the cheapest shops were around, or cheapest service stations were. I found one that's doing it for like $1.84.5 or something, when everywhere else is like over $2 a litre. So I'm going to drive in there. It is about probably a 10 to 15 kilometre drive to get there, so it's going to add a bit on to travel time this morning, but heck, I can save about $18 when I fill up my tank, so well worth it really. I'll go for a bit of a drive this morning. Alright, time to move out. 9:30. I just spent about an hour doing some video editing and stuff like that. It's actually quite pleasant now. The sun was shining on the side of the van, so it's got nice and warm inside. Hopefully we can park just here. This is the walk start point right here, I think, right in front of us. So just got to find somewhere I can stop. Very windy day again. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's steep down there. So this allegedly goes down to a creek. There's a few little ponds down here, and one called Fishponds, so we'll see what that's all about. Very steep descent. We're almost down to the bottom already. And it's hard as well. It's not nice stairs all the way down. It's rocky as, very inconsistent steps and whatever else. Here we go. Beautiful clear water here. Fishponds, 300 metres. Now apparently there is another little thing up this way, so I might go up there first and have a bit of a look. Let's grab that last bit. I had it wrong. I have to go past Fishponds to get to the spa. So back down these lovely steps. I've sort of walked down quite a way and come down a bit more, and the creek keeps dropping down. It's dropped down again. It's about, probably about 5 or 6 metres down below the path level. Getting a bit more lush down there now. There we go. It's really not permitted ever. Polluted water. Nice. That's Canadian. Have a look at this. All the trees have this angle on them going with the flow of the water. And if you want to know why, look at this tree here. Look at all the flood debris. That's like a good 2 metres above my head. Man, I tell you what, there must be some serious water come through here every now and then. That's crazy. These sandstone cliffs, beautiful. It's weird, I can smell this smell. It's like a really strong floral type smell. Reminds me of fabric softener. And I smelt it last week when I was riding my bike out near Springwood out in Yellamundi. Totally bizarre. It's almost like there's a whole bunch of laundry detergent in the water. It was the same in the other spot too. I could smell it when I was down by the water, just in this little creek that was running through. I love how these tree roots have wrapped around all the rocks. And the red gum's getting in the act of wrapping itself around the rocks. And that is a big tree. It's like probably 1.5 metres across. It's huge. So I was planning on following this all the way down to a bridge. It's quite a way down the creek, but the path I'm on now, which is the one that goes down that way, there's a little sign there saying rifle range, no entry, or no through path. That's a bit disappointing because I can see on Strava that people are getting to a certain point and then stopping. You can see all the trails of where people go. Anyway, I'll follow this dead end track down and we'll go as far as we can. And you see that little cascade up there in the distance where I was just standing. And down that way is another one. It's an interesting path. Oh, shit. Oh, grass trees. Damn, they're sharp. Just cut my lip. Oh, that's bleeding. Oh, smacked right in the lip. Oh, there's a spanner in the works. I think there used to be a bridge here once. Not so much anymore. If you ever wanted to go that way, I pretty much can't. And there's that overpowering smell of fabric softener again. It seems to happen everywhere where the water is, falling off and sort of foaming up like that. There's got to be something in the water that's doing it. If you know what it is, put a comment in because it's bizarre. As I said, I can smell it here, but I smelled it way up in the Blue Mountains when I was bike riding up near Springwood as well. So, I don't know. Oh, this is a nice one. Oh, that's cool. And there's like a whirlpool on the other side where it's sucking down through a hole. That's really amazing. There's the next pile of rocks. Very mossy just here. Nice. I think I'll head back now and maybe walk up the path in the other direction from the Fishponds a little bit. Just clambered up the side of the hill here. Hear the water dripping down. Nothing overly spectacular, but since I went to the effort of walking up here, better have a look at it. I'm wondering if there's anything interesting over there to be seen. There's a couple of tree ferns, a little bit of a cut in the valley, although it looks like it's just a rocky cliff behind it. There we go. Not much, just a couple of tree ferns. That's a big pile of rocks. Alright, back to the junction of the trails, and let's get down this way a bit. So if you follow this track through, this actually ends up back in Cherrybrook, where I was yesterday. Hey, this is interesting. That's pretty cool. Some interesting erosion on this rock here. Really little thin piece just there. Yeah, it's actually a lot more rocky up here. This is far nicer than going the other way. Oh, this could be a joining of two creeks. Oh, look at that. So I think this is what they call the spa. Look at that. The rocks. That's amazing. So looking at the map, the trail runs up that way, just heads across there, up the top of the ridge and back up to probably Cherrybrook, the Jungo I think it goes to. But this is really nice just up here. I don't think we'll be able to get very far, but I'll have a little bit of a look. Water's really clear up here now. Just had to climb up the hill a little bit to get past the fallen tree. Just crouch through this overhang. I'm a little hung up on how clear the water is. Okay, yeah, it's got a brown tinge, but you can see the bottom. It's probably a good couple of metres deep there. It still smells. Actually, it's smelling worse now. Doesn't smell quite as nice as fabric softener anymore. Just having a bit of a look at the elevation on the map, and it's all pretty level from here on in. Just sort of looks like the creek probably runs like this most of the way. I think I'm going to turn around and head back now. It's probably well after lunchtime now, so I'll wander back to the van and have a shower. It's a big climb up. It's probably only like 200 metres to go, but it's like 200 metres straight up. That house construction's amazing. Bloody hell. Made it. Well, no shower after that. That was quite a climb. Hello there, what's going on here? Follow me in. Just microwave dinner today. It is 2:30 after all. I just spent the afternoon just bouncing around a few sporting fields, did a bit of video editing, had lunch, all that sort of business. I'm basically just settling down for the night now, as you can see by the fact that it's dark outside. This sporting field, they've turned all the lights on and now they've got kids doing football practice, or is it baseball? Oh bloody hell, it's baseball. Maybe I need to move. Anyway, so I think it's probably time to cut the video off here. I'll kick off again in the morning and find some other things to do. So look out for that one in a few more days' time. Okay, so if you saw the little note that I put on the bottom of the video there talking about the fabric softener smell in the waterfall, I've done a bit of Googling because heck, what else do you do when you're sitting around at night? It turns out that it is actually sewage. So what's happening is that the treated effluent, so it's not raw, let's make that clear, right? it is treated, but the fragrances in soaps and shampoos and washing detergents, which all have kind of a floral smell, they don't break down in sewage treatment plants. So what's going on is that all that stuff goes into the sewage treatment plants, doesn't get filtered out by the treatment system, and then flows back out into the waterways. And what I'm actually smelling is that fragrance being released from the water, and that's why at waterfalls, when the water's being aerated, that's why I can smell it there. Now, coincidentally, that creek I was on where I was talking about that today, Berowra Creek, there's a sewage treatment plant. Hornsby sewage treatment plant is just a little bit further upstream from where I walked to, basically. So that second part of the walk where I went up to the spa, follow that up even further, you end up in a sewage treatment plant. I had a bit of a look about where I was mountain biking up near Yellamundi in the Hawkesbury area the other day, and coincidentally, Springwood sewage treatment plant is up that stream. Well, there you go. That's a lovely thought. Anyway, catch you later.